What up, it's me, A to Z, and we're back with more Pokemon Black. Last time, we traveled through Route 4, and we made it to the very bustling Nimbasa City. This is the fun part of New York. Pretty much, this is like Midtown, I guess, Broadway, Uptown, and all that stuff, but this is the fun section, the leisure section of New York. Last time we were in the business section, now we're in the leisure section. And of course, what do we have right here? The Battle Subway. Battle and Ride. We will check that out later on, because there's really not much we can do with the Battle Subway right now. But, to be honest, we are not going to be exploring Nimbasa City right now. We are actually going to be heading back south through Route 4, because there is a place that we did skip. And I do want to check this place out, because it is going to have some very, very important stuff for us. So here we are back on Route 4. I guess I can mention this about Route 4, and I guess just about the route music in general. If you'll listen really carefully, the music sounds a little bit different. I fought you, right? No, I didn't fight you! Crap, I thought I fought you. I didn't realize that I skipped you. Whatever. I guess I can just mention this now while I fight this guy. Yeah, the routes. Is it? Okay, please tell me Will's out. Please tell me Will's out front. Please tell me Will is out front. Good. Will is out front. Perfect. Alright. Will, just go ahead and quickly air coder this. But yeah, as you'll notice in the routes, now that it's summertime, the music has changed up quite a bit. So I really like that a lot, how the route music will change, you know, based on the season it is. They'll add different instruments, you know, they'll have like, you know, it's really nice. I like it. Anyway, so once we head up here, oh geez, we're running underneath an underpass. That must be horrible for our ears. Anyway, since we walked through here, we have made it to the Desert Resort. What do you guys have to say? I'm gonna see the ruins, but I'm afraid I might get lost in the desert. It's really big, and sometimes you run into Pokemon. Will I be in trouble if I'm not strong? You might be. Okay. So once we walk through here, and we talk to you, the Desert Resort is especially known for the Relic Castle. Alright, I'm a school kid, so I know this. Just like in Cage, you can run into Pokemon almost anywhere in the desert. But they don't like hiding in pale sand, so if you walk there, you won't have to worry about battling. Alright, so once we go through here, we have reached the Desert Resorts. I came out to clear out the desert with the train, but there's so many ground-type Pokemon, I'm already in tatters. So yeah, we have made it to the Desert Resort. Okay, question. What exactly is Resort like about this? Alright, first of all, let me talk to this doctor. I'm a trainer first and a doctor second. Let's talk to this doctor, because you remember I told you that nurses and doctors will actually heal your Pokemon after you battle them, and they will heal you whenever you want. Ooh, Solosis. That's a Pokemon we can't really catch yet, but I will go over it. You know what? Herdier, go ahead. Have this battle. You have not fought in a long time, Herdier. Too bad we don't have Sand Rush on this thing. Herdier would be shining right now. Whatever. You can bite it. We'll probably not kill it, but we'll do a sizable amount of damage. We'll flinch it, maybe. No. Why? Why would you? I figured you would have used Reflect instead. Not like it would have mattered. Oh, that thing probably... Oh, you son of a bitch! I know I didn't take damage from the Sandstorm. That thing's probably got Magic Guard as its ability. Magic Guard is an insanely good ability, which I'm actually going to be talking about now. Because, well, not right now, but very soon. Because there are some Pokemon that we can capture that will have that ability. Alright, Herdier hits level 22. I've been neglecting Herdier way too much. I can't help but having a battle whenever I meet a trainer. Anyway, now we'll make your Pokemon healthy. Thank you very much. Okay, so while I go around here and explore this area, and get Kevin out front, to be perfectly honest. We should be leveling up Kevin a little bit more. As we go through here, I'm going to be talking about some of the new Pokemon that you can catch. So there's quite a few. Let me go to my friggin' Repels. Super Repel, go. Anyway, first new Pokemon you can run into is one that we have definitely seen before, Dwebble. Dwebble is a bug and rock type. It's definitely an interesting choice. So, it's definitely fits its stereotype. It's stereotypically a defensive Pokemon. Get my friggin' dowsing machine out. There we go. Ooh, rare candy. That's really good. Sorry I interrupted my tangent. But yeah, stereotypically it's defensive Pokemon, as rock types usually are. But, it does have access to some moves that allow it to hit pretty hard. As it evolves into Crustle, its physical attacks get a pretty sizable boost. But what makes Crustle different is the fact that it has access to a move called Shell Smash. Shell Smash is pretty insane. What Shell Smash does is that it lowers your defensive stats, both your defense and your special defense, by 1 stage, but it raises your attack stats by 2 stages. Alright, there we go. I snuck past you. But I didn't sneak past you. Whatever. It raises your attack stats and your speed by 2 stages. This can turn some typically slow and tanky Pokemon into very unlucky sweepers, and Crustle is definitely a good example of this. So Crustle, you can find a good place for it on your team if you really wanted to. It can be useful. Anyway, next Pokemon you can catch here is Maractus. Maractus is a weird-ass cactus. Pretty much the best way I can put it. Maractus doesn't necessarily have anything that makes it stand out. It's got pretty alright special attack, but it's not spectacularly bulky. Its abilities are pretty hit and miss, to be perfectly honest. Water Absorb is nice and all, and it makes sense because it's a cactus, but it resists water type attacks anyway. Chlorophyll's alright, but again, you kind of need sun support to make that work. And Storm Drain would be really nice to have since it raises your special attack every time you get hit by a water type move, but since it's a hidden ability, it's not readily available. But yeah, there are definitely better grass types out there compared to Maractus. Cottony and Petal are a lot better, so I wouldn't overly recommend it, but I guess it's average. And the last Pokemon you can run into here, let's test out our dig. You dig it, Tony? Last Pokemon you can run into here is Sigilyph. Sigilyph is a very odd psychic flying type. First of all, I want to point out something about Sigilyph's design. It looks like there's something resembling an unknown on the top of its head, and it's honestly a shame that they never did anything with that. But in battle, Sigilyph is actually pretty decent. It's got respectable special attacking speed, it's got slightly above average bulk, and it's got access to some interesting moves. On top of that, it can have the ability Magic Guard, which, like I said, is one of the best abilities in Pokemon. Magic Guard makes you immune to any form of indirect damage, like weather, or hazards, or even poison or burn. So the only way you can get hurt if you have Magic Guard is by direct attacks, like actual attacks. Now, to finish my bio about Sigilyph, I would be remiss if I did not mention this one Sigilyph set. And you know what set this is. Oh, I found TM39 Rock Tomb. That's a really good TM. And let me quickly teach that to, well, no, I'll teach that to Tony later on. We don't need to teach it right now. I'll save it. But yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't go over this set. And I'm sure you guys know what this set is. It's the set with, it's a Flame Orb set with Cosmic Power, Roost, Psycho Shift, and Stored Power. This set is infamous and it's stupid, but it does get shut down by taunt, so there are definitely ways around it. But I just wanted to mention that set. All my competitive people know what that set is. Oh! Trainer? Okay, whatever. We're gonna skip you. I'm gonna skip most of these trainers, and there's a good reason why I am skipping the majority of these trainers. No, that's not where I wanted to go. I actually wanted to go over here to the Relic Castle. So if we look at these things, it appears to be a statue of a Pokemon. So these are actually Pokemon that we've seen before. You might not know it, but these are, and I will go over these much later because we cannot do anything about these statues right now. So once we head in here, we have this really, really nice and ambient music. Actually, I really love this song. This is a nice song. We made it to the Relic Castle. There are two things I've learned about quicksand. If you try to walk through the middle, you'll fall, and if you try to run through it, you'll fall. So you'll want to remember that. Let's get Herdier back out front, just to train him up. So while we go through the Relic Castle here and fight these two trainers, I'm going to go over the one new Pokemon that you can catch here. And it's Yamask, the very first ghost type that you can catch in this game. So Yamask is a textbook physical wall. As you can see, its physical defense is massive. Like, do not bother hitting this thing with physical attacks when it's fully evolved, because it will more than likely survive. Like, your best bet is hitting it with special attacks, to be honest. However, when it's fully evolved with Crustle, it gets a pretty respectable boost with special defense. So it's kind of like a balanced wall if you think about it. It also has somewhat decent special attack, and it has access to Nasty Plot, so it can deal damage as well. However, unless you're running Trick Room, like, you're gonna get outsped. Do not expect this thing to... No! Go, Blitzel. Herdier, I'm sorry. God, we're having too many deaths now. If Herdier was higher level, he definitely would have won it. Oh god, it's faster than Blitzel. And it's totally gonna live too, right? Oh, come the fuck on! What? Well, just finish him. God damn it! Blitzel, why do you have the worst luck on planet Earth? Oh my god. This thing is not gonna sweep me, is it? Oh my freaking shit. Okay, good. Well, finish him off. God damn it. Ugh. Sorry. That was stupid. That was actually so stupid. Okay. Now, I'm not even gonna fight you because I don't even want to deal with your shit right now. Okay. So, there's this quicksand. I'm going to talk about this quicksand in a little bit. But first, let me talk to this girl right here. Oh, I didn't even finish Yamask's bio. Sorry. Future me, put the bio back up. I'm assuming that you took it down. Anyway, so, yeah. Yamask and Cofagrigus have an access to a very exclusive ability. Mummy. Mummy is basically like a virus. Like, anytime an opponent makes contact with Cofagrigus, the Mummy ability gets transferred to them, and that completely nullifies their original ability. If anyone makes contact with the newly infected Pokemon, they get Mummy as their ability, and so on and so on. So like I said, it's a virus. It's a virus. It's a never-ending chain of mummies. So it's definitely a bizarre Pokemon, but you can make Kofagragus work. It's definitely a contender for a team. Now, I should mention this. There's a bit of... Oh, Trainer, you can't move ahead because there is so much sand. I'll do my best to remove the sand. Where's the sand? I don't see it. Anyway, I should mention really quickly that there's a bit of controversy surrounding Kofagragus. So, there used to be a time where an English Kofagragus could not be traded on the Global Trading Station, the GTS, without a nickname. Why? Probably because of 3 letters in its name that spell an unfortunate slur. However, the GTS filter has since been fixed. I just thought it was kind of hilarious how you know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that Kofagragus' name just happens to have those 3 letters in that succession, so the GTS filter automatically thinks, what, red light, you can't do it. Anyway, this girl right here. I've been carrying 2 Pokemon fossils, but they're just so heavy. We just take one of them off my hands, so we have 2 fossils here. We get to choose. These are our fossil Pokemon, and I will be going over them in just a little bit. You got the cover fossil, and you got the plume fossil. So, to be honest, I'm not going to go over the fossils right now. I'm going to be going over them as we go back to a certain place to revive these fossils, but I'm going to pick the cover fossil. Oh, you like the cover fossil? I heard it's the fossil of Pokemon that used to swim in the ancient sea. So we get the cover fossil. So you can only get 1 fossil, unfortunately. Anyway, this quicksand. So, if you touch the center of it, obviously you fall down the hole. But, if you start running around in it, it will instantly sink you in. You can try and struggle and run all you want, but you'll just fall down the hole. And that's pretty much it. So what item is this? A revive. We're probably gonna need it because of we got 2 deaths. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Kevin, get back out front. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was horrid. Anyway, we make our way back up here. Excuse me while I go back and heal really, really quickly. And I'm gonna try and shit bricks. Ah, come on! Oh, this guy. I completely forgot. Let's actually talk to this guy really quick. You're the first person to come clear out to talk to me. I'm so moved, I'll give you this. And we get the soft sand. This actually boosts the power of ground type moves. So, oof, I just realized we have the black glasses and we have the soft sand, so it really is interchangeable on, you know, what I could give to Tony. Alright, I'm gonna risk it by running through this grass. Oh my god, I actually made it through without running in anything and I'm gonna get healed. Oof. That was dumb how that Sigilyph KO'd both Blitzel and Herdier in one, well, no wait, KO'd Blitzel in 1 shot. My god, Blitzel is freaking a glass cannon. It's dumb. Anyway, so, with this fossil that we now have, you actually, if you want to revive it, you actually want to take it back to Nacrene City. Let me put up a repel because I do not trust my luck. Okay. So you want to take your fossil back to Nacrene City. Anyway, here's what I'll do. I will actually cut away to the... Should I even cut away at this point? Nah, I think I'll show the entire journey. I'm gonna avoid you, like the plague. There we go. Okay, still got that repel up. I'm not gonna fight any of you idiots. I'll fight you idiots later. Alright, got myself an ether. But yeah, so while I'm heading back to Nacrene City, I guess I can just talk about the Pokemon that you can get from the fossils right now. So, as we walk back... Oh, we made it back to New York City. Live from New York! It's Tuesday afternoon. Doesn't sound the same, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, so, the first Pokemon you can get. If you pick the Plume fossil, you will actually get Arkin. So, oh man, this is gonna be really... This is gonna be... I was always dreading about going over Arkin's bio, because it's just, I always had it planned out, because I just knew what to say about it from the very beginning. So, Arkin on paper seems like a phenomenal Pokemon. It's got an incredible move pool, including moves such as Acrobatics, Stone Edge, and Earthquake, and it can use it really well because of its extremely high attack stats and its very high speed. Its base stat total, even before it evolves into Archeops, is incredible, and of course, it just gets better when it's fully evolved into Archeops. And its stat spread, it has a stat spread that any sweeper would die for. However, Arkin and Archeops are plagued with one extremely crippling problem: their ability. Archeops is stuck with Defeatist. What Defeatist does is if its HP goes down below half, Defeatist will cut both of Archeops' attack stats in half. Both of them. Defeatist is hands down one of the worst abilities to ever cripple a Pokemon, like, including, like, right up there with Truant and Slow Start. It's bad. Like, really, it is bad. However, Defeatist doesn't completely ruin Archeops. It's fast enough to get in some damage in quickly, And, you know, it's actually pretty good to use at the beginning of a battle, so it can be an early game sweeper. Also, Archeops is pretty frail, so the odds are if it does take damage, it might just get one hit killed anyway, so Defeatist really might not be that much of a problem to you. But just be careful of status afflictions like burning or poison, and hazards like Stealth Rocks wearing it down, because unless you have something like Leftovers or Roost to bring back some HP, once Archeops' HP goes down below half, it's pretty much useless to you. It's such a shame. It's got the potential to be so goddamn good, but Defeatist kills it. Defeatist ruins it horribly. I've used Archeops on my team so many times, it's great, but just whenever it goes down below half, it sucks. It's not as bad as Truant, where you literally don't attack, like, you know, every other turn, but whatever. I guess I timed that pretty well. So now, here we are back at the Nacree Museum. And the Nacree Museum is actually the place where you can take your fossils and revive them. So we are going to take this cover fossil after we save and talk to the girl here. I am researching Pokemon fossils. You have a fossil, don't you? Shall I turn it back into a Pokemon? Yes, alright. I will turn this cover fossil back into a Pokemon. Tick-tock, 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 injecting the elixir of life. And we did it! The fossil you gave me turned back into a Pokemon. This is Tirtoga! And we have Tirtoga! Guess I can go over its bio. So Tirtoga, like I said, is the Pokemon that you will obtain from the cover fossil. Tirtoga is a lot more standard compared to Arcan. Its base stat total isn't completely busted, but it actually has access to some good abilities to compensate. Sturdy prevents it from getting one-shotted, but honestly, Solid Rock is the overall better ability. Tirtoga is just naturally defensive, so it's good at tanking hits, and Solid Rock helps it do a better job at that overall, so you're not really going to see any instances of Tirtoga getting one-shotted, unless it gets hit by a Grass-type attack, but Solid Rock helps with that anyway. Anyway, so as Carracosta becomes more physically defensive, and his physical attack actually gets very respectable. It even has access to Shell Smash, so it can hit even harder without his defenses taking that much of a hit, since it's got naturally high defenses. Well, physical defenses. Special defense is average, but really, you don't have to worry about that, because Shell Smash it doesn't hurt you as much as you think it would. In fact, it helps a lot. However, as you might expect, since it's a giant-ass turtle, it's slow. It's really, really slow. Unless you're running Shell Smash, do not expect Carracosta to outspeed anything. Like, it's kind of insane. But really, to be perfectly honest, I think Tirtoga and Carracosta are incredibly underrated. I think they're great Pokemon. If used properly, you know, they can be incredibly, like, you can use it to sweep. It's one of those other surprising sweepers if you have Shell Smash on it. Anyway, it's asking us if we want to give it a nickname. Yes. You might have guessed by that little tirade and of how I'm saying it's underrated. This Tirtoga is our 4th team member. I'm going to be using this guy on the team, and I'm going to name him Jonathan. Probably one of my most obscure names, but if you guys get it, if you guys understand why I called him Jonathan, I will love you forever. And if you don't, I'll explain it eventually. I will still love you guys. But don't take that weird. Anyway, so we've done it. We explored the desert resort, we did a little bit of training, and we have our new team member, Jonathan. So we're going to train him up. We're definitely going to do some off-screen training before the next episode. So I will meet you guys back in Nimbasa City in the next episode. But for now, we're going to cut it here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with more Pokemon Black.